What's up, everyone? It's Daniel Smooth here. I want to show you guys a cool thing we're doing. This podcast is sponsored by Canada Dips, the newest lineup to the dip game, but in CBD form. The Canada Dips lineup features products made for every man's lifestyle. All tins are proudly crafted from the hills of Humboldt County in California. It's filled with flavor and will give you that good vibe that CBD brings to the room. So what are you waiting for? Use the promo code BELLYUP20 in all caps at CanadaDips.com for 20% off your next order. That's BELLYUP20 at CanadaDips.com.
It's time to BS.
You know, as much as I don't want to keep doing the Sports Cave, I like this idea of short 15-minute or so episodes where I could just sit around and fuck around and do all sorts of stuff. Allows me to be able to expand my creative knowledge, have at you, without making too much of an effort to bring out 3 hours worth of content per week for 2 shows. Expand my creative knowledge again, as I would say. Or as many would say, have at you. And with that being said, ladies and gentlemen, I'm coming to you from the lovely beaches of Long Island, New York, and part of the Belly of Sports and Belly Up Media Network. My name is Daniel Smooth, and this is the Sports Cave, part of Time to BS. And ladies and gentlemen, Bash in Berlin, the most recent WWE Premium Live event, was this weekend. And I will also talk about some future upcoming plans for the Sports Cave. But with that being said, the card itself gets broken down like this. Cody Rhodes and Kevin Owens for the Undisputed title. Jade Cargill and Bianca Belair for the women's tag titles against Isla Dawn and Alba Fire. CM Punk and Drew McIntyre in a strap match. Rhea Ripley and Damian Priest versus Dominic Mysterio and Liv Morgan in a mixed tag team match. And the main event, Randy Orton will go one-on-one against the World Heavyweight Champion, the Ring General Gunther. So, let's get started here. A lot of people expected Cody to fall victim to the heel turn of Kevin Owens. First of all, from a booking perspective, it didn't make a lot of sense to turn Kevin Owens heel during the match. I think after the match, it would have made sense, but he didn't turn heel, which was a bit infuriating because we all expected a Kevin Owens heel turn in this match. We all expected it. A lot of people did expect it because the old saying goes, don't put your faith in KO. Sami Zayn learned that lesson twice. Chris Jericho learned that lesson. The New Day learned that lesson. You do not trust Kevin Owens. In this case, Cody Rhodes has. It was an all-around physical match. There was some sloppiness in there here and there that could have easily been pointed out, but that's okay. Little tweaks here and there could easily be worked on. But overall, Cody with the bad knee, and he sold the bad knee really well. KO tried to go for the knee. He didn't want to. He hesitated. But Cody pulls out a crossroads. 1, 2, 3. Cody Rhodes retains. And we all get to witness Solo Sikoa and Cody Rhodes number 2. What we hope to be in a steel cage at Bad Blood over in Atlanta, Georgia. Or Survivor Series enters the room, but we'll see. We'll see what enters the room here, I guess. Jade Cargill and Bianca Belair will look to recapture the women's tag team championships from Isla Dawn and Alba Fire in the Unholy Union. Cargill's got a lot of talent. I knew that from watching her in AEW. It's like, okay, if she just had some proper fucking training, she could be a star. And she looks it. If she was a she is probably the biggest reason why you can see a mid-card women's championship on the main roster. We already see in NXT with the women's North American title held by Kalani Jordan. Which, by the way, NXT No Mercy this Sunday from Denver, Colorado. And Bianca herself is great. She's the 3-time women's champion. The Unholy Union of Isla Dawn and Alba Fire, they're awesome. They really are. Not a lot of sloppiness here, but overall, solid match. Cargill gets the pin. 1, 2, 3 new champions. Jade Cargill and Bianca Belair recaptured the women's tag team championships. CM Punk and Drew McIntyre in a strap match. This was arguably the match of the night. This was unarguably the match of the entire night. It was physical. It was bloody. And CM Punk at 45. God bless him. God bless him. He beat those washed allegations. He beat the often injured allegations. Because good for fucking him. That man could still handle the big ones. So the objective of a strap match, for those who do not follow this, is you have to render your opponent unconscious in the middle of the ring. And you have to tap all 4 turnbuckles in the ring for the lights to go on. And then if you get pinned down in the middle of the ring, the lights reset. So it took a while, but overall, it was fucking physical. And CM Punk beats McIntyre, knocking him out cold, and it was such a good match. It was such a good match. CM Punk beats Drew McIntyre, and this is going to keep going. I feel this is going to keep going, and I'm excited for that. A mixed tag match was up next, and we haven't seen those a lot in the last little while. Damian Priest and Rhea Ripley, former members of the Judgment Day and now known as the Terror Twins, look to get their revenge on Dominic Mysterio and Liv Morgan. Morgan is, of course, a new member of the Judgment Day, taking Rhea's spot. And we knew what was happening. It was either Rhea gets the win or Damian gets the win. Either way, both of them win, which is what happened. And Rhea's so good in the ring. She's fantastic. She's been an advocate for the mid-card women's title for a while. And Priest, of course, is a former world champion. Was the previous holder of the World Heavyweight title before he lost it to Gunther. And Dominic Mysterio, his career has took off since turning heel and joining the Judgment Day. Good for him, honestly, because that kid deserves it. And Liv Morgan, seductive ass Liv Morgan. You know, I was not entirely sold on this heel turn for Liv, and then after SummerSlam, I was like, yeah, you know what, let's give this a shot. Let's see how this rolls. And it's worked. It's really worked, and the only conceivable way they can make this better is at Bad Blood or Survivor Series we get, you know, probably the Demon Finn Balor. I would hope to be the Demon. And Damian Priest inside a steel cage. That'd be cool. just kick the shit out of each other. Lastly, we get Gunther defending the World Heavyweight Championship against the 14-time World Champion, Randy Orton. And if you want to take the epitome of big, meaty men slap meat, this was that. This was a Big E Certified Hood Classic. Very physical, very destructive. I thought Randy had it for a little bit, and then you realize, wait a minute, this is WWE in the Triple H era. He's not going to let Gunther drop the world title this early. Also, from a booking perspective, it would make no sense. Because, Gunther's fresh meat. He's the new champion. Why in his first title defense would you have him drop the belt? It makes no sense. Especially considering the fact that half of his career he's been champion. May I remind you, he held the Intercontinental title for the longest reign in history, 666 days. Also held the NXT UK title for like 870 days or something like that. He's going to be a champion for a while. It's going to take a lot for someone to beat him. But you thought that Randy had it, hit an RKO, and I thought, oh, okay, this might be it. You never know. And it wasn't. Gunther amazingly forces Randy to submit. Well, in this case, he knocks him out via submission. And Gunther, bad arm and all, retains the World Heavyweight Championship. So, I thought overall, between rankings of 1 to 10, this PLE overall was like an 8.5. Some sloppiness here and there, but overall, it was a good set of matches. I also do have to comment that the World Tag Team titles and the WWE Tag Team titles as a whole need to be repackaged in some way, because there's a lot of good tag teams here on the main roster that can really make an impact, and I think you should at least consider making a women's Intercontinental Championship, or hell, the mid-card title might even be the Divas Championship. That'd be fucking awesome. Just blast from the past. But I will also mention that in the strap match with Punk and McIntyre, I thought AJ Lee was going to come back. That would have been cool as shit. But yeah, regardless, you never know. So, regarding future plans for the Sports Cave, I would like to keep doing it. I would love to keep... I've been trying to find some concoctive way to get this show more involved in the program. I know BS Sessions is coming up, and I know we have more BS Sessions episodes lined up. With that being said, expect Volume 40 to be a good old fun time. And hopefully Volume 41, which will be up soon. But the Sports Cave, I'm going to try and do this once a day, hopefully. Try and get some sports thoughts out there. Or 5 times a week. See where this goes. But it'll probably be around this like 15, 20 minutes or something like that. Just to give myself, a little more solo time in that regard. So I'm not just giving myself, half hour's worth of content when I'm recording for 2 hours. If that makes sense. I'm recording and editing for 2 hours, copying and pasting 15-minute recording clips or whatever the fuck. That's not what I want to do. I like doing the show with Jack also because, we both have soundboards. And he also gets it. But, at the same point, I appreciate having a lot more people come on the show. So, you never know. Maybe more guests will come on the cave. Maybe more guests will come in time to BS. BS Sessions, we know the drill with that one. So, with that being said, ladies and gentlemen, my name is Daniel Smooth. I appreciate you for tuning into this edition of the Sports Cave. Be sure to like, subscribe, follow the show for more content. And with that being said, I'm coming from the lovely beaches of Long Island, New York, and I will see you all in this life and most certainly the next one. Have a good night, ladies and gentlemen. Cheers.